One piece of advice that I really try to drill into them, and it's a difficult one, so I'll get to that. But I do hope that we have raised people who can be passionate about an issue. Like, I hope that they can see from us, and I don't think that they're there yet. They're still like, pre-teens basically. But I do hope that that they observe our work ethic, because we do work hard. We do work hard, but we have a rich family life. And I think that we do work really hard on being very focused on our children when we need to be. Like, I hope that they understand that you can do both, that you can work, you can work, but when you are not working, the most important thing is your family, or the family that you have created, because, we support each other. When we're working hard, we have this foundation that we always come back to, and they have the most value in our lives. And so I think that now I'm just sitting here complimenting myself, but we actually, we just prioritize them very fully without using platitudes about it, but we prioritize that first. And I hope that they see that for their own lives. I want that for them, that they understand what it is to be a human and to have compassion and to build something around you that's very healthy, because that protects you when the world is hard.
That's really good advice.
And then the real advice that I always give them, and I'm trying so hard to work this with them, because I suffer from it, and I don't want that for them, is that they just don't have to be people pleasers. I am a people pleaser. It's really not evident from what you see of my work, but I have always been a people pleaser. It's gotten me into very dangerous situations growing up. It's not being able to say no to people, always wanting to be like the nice person, acquiescing to people's desires at the expense of my own has been just a constant thread in my life. Even to now, I think it can, not that you want to be a person of compromise, and you have to be a person of compromise. You have to have these rich, good relationships in your life, and that takes a lot of work, for sure. What I mean is, you don't have to say yes to strangers who don't mean anything in your life. You don't have to let people into your apartment just because they're standing there. You don't have to always be, you sometimes have to listen to your instincts. You don't always have to respect a teacher who you think is wrong. It's okay to not be the nice person in the room all the time. I want that for them, because I want them to make a decision for themselves and clean up the mess after. And I think that my parts of my life would have been better if I had listened to my own inner voices and really if I had just listened to myself a little bit more and acted in my own best interest more as a teenager, as a young adult. I probably would have been happier for a lot of that time. That sounds so dire, but I don't want my kids to be in bad relationships because they think they have to do something. Because they think that they need something. I don't want my children to listen to adults just because they're a congressperson. Those people are wrong. People are flawed. Just because you're older, just because you have a position of authority, doesn't mean that you are making great decisions or that you should speak for my kids. And I want them to understand the difference. I want them to listen to their inner voices. Of course, they think I'm so ridiculous. I drill this so hard. And also, everything is advertising. I try to really drive that point home too, and they think I'm ridiculous.